Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Anglia exam speaking test for C1 proficiency level.
Thank you.
My name is Lisa. I'm going to be your examiner today. Could you please tell me your name and your candidate number?
My name is Estefania Costa. My number is 401 87 234.
So that's 401 87234.
Yes.
Thank you, Estefania. And you, please?
My name is Lucia Gregorazuk and my number is 40195745.
So that's 40195745. Thanks very much, Lucia. Could I just check your student cards, please, Estefania? Thank you. Okay, that's lovely. Thank you very much. And Lucia, can I check yours as well? Lovely. Thank you very much, Lucia.
You're welcome.
Let me just begin by explaining to you what we're going to do today in the speaking exam. There'll be 3 parts to the test. Task 1 is the introduction and warm-up, where I'll ask you some questions about yourself, your background, possibly your job and qualifications, just to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So if we're ready to begin?
Yes.
Good, lovely. So could I ask you to tell me a little bit more about yourself? Tell me, why are you studying English, Estefania? What's the reason you're here?
Well, actually, the last year I was doing a master and I wanted to do the doctorate, but I needed a scholarship. So I found one very good scholarship, but they asked me for a very good English level. So because I wasn't sure, I say, let's study English, let's take a 1 year gap to relax, to think very well about what I will do in next year.
Okay, so a master's degree level is a very high academic level. What is the subject that you're studying in master's degree?
It was a master in public law.
Okay. Okay, and why do you want to do that as a future career? What's the reason for you choosing law?
Well, I studied law in Colombia, in my country, for 5 years, and I always been in love of public law, about institutions, work with the state, administrative stuff, and I knew there are a lot of things that should be changed in Colombia. And I said, if I want to contribute with something, I have to be in.
So you want to really make a change with what you do in your career?
Well, from my role, from my job, yes.
Okay. So why do you think you would make a good lawyer? What do you think is the good attributes that you have?
Well, I think one of the most important things, at least in my country, it's be loyal with and have a very good ethic. I think we have a lot of problems with the corruption. So I think we had a very good administration and we work with efficacy, and the things will be better.
Okay.
So,
thank you very much.
okay.
Lucia, would you like to tell me a little bit about yourself and your background and what you're studying and why you're here?
I'm Lucia Gregorazuk. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Argentina. I'm studying here in the morning General English and in the afternoons Business English. I'm here because I want to improve my English, to acquire more vocabulary, and also because it's useful for my job, for my dream job, what I want to do, that is to be a flight attendant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to be a flight attendant in this country or to go back home?
Yeah, maybe in Europe.
What qualifications do you need to go into that industry?
Well, I studied to become a flight attendant in Argentina, and do you need to do a course? Yeah. So 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah. Just that.
Okay. Yeah. What do you find the difference between studying in your country, studying this subject, and then coming here to this country? What are the main differences?
Well, the main difference is maybe here education is more organized than in Argentina, and well, the economical situation is different also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you think, Estefania, is the difference in student life from your country to this country, in your experience?
I think more people have more opportunities than in my country. My country, the education it's private as well here, but we we need to be paid for our parents, or we have to live with our parents because the cost of the life it's quite expensive if we compare with the minimum salary. So I think we have more opportunities here. You can work, you can study at the same time. Colombia is not very easy.
Talk about law being an academic and talking about flight attendants being a vocational qualification. What do you think the differences are, Lucia, between taking a vocational subject to do a job or an academic subject to do a job?
Well, the time you spend studying maybe is different. Because to be a lawyer you need to study many years. I have a friend who is studying to become a lawyer, and that's why I know how it works. And well, the careers, both careers are totally different from one another, because I don't know, I like traveling and all the stuff, and she needs to be like in one place, working a lot of paperwork, and it's different.
It's very different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies. That's the end of part 1. So we're going to move on to task 2 now. I believe that you've already seen the possible readings for the discussion. Estefania, which discussion did you choose to talk about?
I would like to choose maybe this food waste.
Okay, and Lucia?
And I chose reading 1, The Truth About Volunteerism.
Okay, lovely, thank you. Estefania, I think I'd like to start with you. Can you tell me what this text is about and what's your general opinion of this subject?
This text talks about food of waste. The waste of food is a very good, very important subject, because I think we didn't realize what are the consequences of food waste, but this is just an introduction. So I think we should think how many resources we spend to have a little piece of food, and what happens if we throw away a middle or just a piece of this food, and everybody do the same. So it's not only throw away this food because you don't want more, you don't want to eat more. It's also what are the implications for the environment, how many people work to have this piece of food, how many, I don't know, cows, or how many water.
Okay, so how do you think that we could encourage people to consider those things when they buy food and eat food? How could we make the changes necessary to do what you're saying?
Well, I think the government should be encouraged to do a lot of campaigns and do a lot of promotions, because it's true that maybe it's a personal environment. Maybe if you don't want to eat more, it's your problem if you throw away because you buy it. But the thing is, we can't obligate the people, but we can help the people and try to teach them why this is important.
Okay. There are many companies who package food in a way that makes it attractive to those people in the supermarket buying it, and they throw away a lot of food that's unattractive. What's your opinion about that process of only selling the best looking food for the consumer? How do you feel about that?
Well, the thing is, not many people realize about this. I think it should be very important to have more activists, and maybe show us by the way of the documentaries or stuff like that. And maybe we can encourage to the big producers or big companies to do something with this food. Maybe, okay, they can throw away some food or don't use it to sell it, but they should do something with the other piece of food. We have people who is dying because they don't have anything to eat, and we have big companies who,
Yeah.
who are throwing away the food. So I think we can do something.
Okay. Lucia, would you like to ask Estefan any questions about this topic?
What you can do to recycle food or not to waste food?
Maybe just keep it. I think we as humans, we have to have a very good use for the fridge. So I think we just can keep it, and nothing will happen if the food is in the fridge. So I just keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Estefania. Lucia, would you like to tell me about your subject? What is the topic and what is
Okay.
your opinion about this subject?
Okay, at first when I read the title, I thought about volunteering, but it's not about that because the title is tricky. It's a mixture of words between volunteering work and tourism.
It is, yes.
Yeah. So, well, this article talks about people, students, who decide to go to developing countries in order to do to pretend to do volunteering work, but they are there to make a profit, and also to get benefits for their own business, to run their own business.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think is the positive aspect of people who do this with a genuine reason?
Well, the positive aspects are like you can travel and you can know different cultures and you can feel local in a different country, and you can learn a lot of traveling.
Okay. And what about the disadvantages to the country itself, people visiting that country?
Maybe the culture is not the same as yours and you are not used to certain ways of behavior, and it could be difficult. Yeah, the laws are different also.
In the article it talks about people going to Africa and,
as well.
hunting, and it talks about nature and using animals in a negative way, the lion cubs.
If you really want to do volunteering work, you go there and you help people, but not to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can you give an example of ways that people can actually go and help in volunteering?
Well, personally, I am part of the Red Cross, the Argentinian Red Cross. Well, it's an international organization, but I am part of the Argentinian Red Cross. And well, you can help other people by. In my case, I am a first aider, so that's the way I help. So I can help them while we are waiting for the ambulance to come. Yeah.
Estefania, would you like to ask Lucia any questions about this subject?
Yeah. Would you like to go to a poor country? And
yeah, sure. If I have the possibility, I would like to go. Yeah, but I think that you need money also to do.
Well, some organizations you can pay to some organizations like the big package.
Yeah.
Lovely, thank you very much, ladies. That's the end of part 2. And we should move on to part 3. I understand that you've been given 3 topics that we may talk about. You've got the topic of stages of life and sport. Would you like to choose different topics or the same topic?
Maybe stage of life.
Okay, yes.
So we both talk about stages of life? Okay, so Lucia, I'd like you to start with this. Okay, I'm going to ask you about the stages of life. We just have... Lucia, I'll start with you. What do you think is the best age to be?
Well, every age has something different and something important, but I think that when you are a toddler, everything is more easier. It's easier. Well, you don't have responsibilities. You can play all the time, and your family is supporting you all the time as well, and that's nice.
Okay, and Estefania, what do you think is the best stage in life to be?
Yeah, I don't know. I think humans never are happy. So when we are children, when we are in childhood, we want to grow up and do everything we want. When we are adults or we are younger, we want to be adults. When we are adults, we want to be younger or maybe older, we don't know. But I think the nicer stage of the life is the last one, when you are old, because you realize everything that you have done, and maybe it's the time for look for peace in your life, for I don't know, for do everything that you want, not physically, but maybe relax or read or.
Lucia, what do you think about the ageing population, and especially in this country where people are much older
Well,
and live longer?
Yeah, I think that young people can learn a lot from old people, so that's nice. But it's different from my country as well, because in my country maybe you are 25 and you are still living with your parents. Because you need support, and here when you are 16 you leave home and you go to at 18 to university, and you prefer to be alone and not with your family. Yeah, that's different, but I think that it has to do with the culture.
Okay.
And
Okay, so talking about younger people, let me talk to you about living at home and not being independent, being reliant on your parents. What do you think about young people being dependent on their parents at 23, 24, 25? Estefania, perhaps you can tell me about your opinion about younger people who still live at home at 25 and are dependent on their parents, and they're not being independent and finding out what life is really about.
Well, I think some people can feel very frustrated because I think when you have 25, you realize that what is next. So if you are living still with your parents, maybe some people would say, what I'm doing with my life, I want to be alone, I have to have another spouse, go to another country, or just get married to don't be in my home with my parents. But as Lucia said, in our culture it's quite common. I mean, my cousins live with their parents and they have 30. I think we are living with our parents not because we want to, it's because we have to. So maybe it could change, but our culture is also very, very close.
So Lucia, on the same tone, talking about getting married, what do you think is the best age for a young person or an old person to be married? What is a good age to make the commitment of marriage?
Well, when you find someone special, I think it has nothing to do with your age. Just when you feel that it's the right moment, you have to do it. Yeah, but maybe at 30.
Is a good one.
Yeah.
Estefania, what do you think about 30 being a good age to marry?
Yeah, I think it's good. But I'm totally agree with the first part. I mean, if you are younger and if you found someone, okay, you can do it. But also people, I mean, my mom, she never get married again. And we have the hope. But the thing is, the people always are thinking, when they are younger, they are thinking, oh, when I will be 26 or 27, I should be get married. But I don't think we have to think about that. I think we have to live the present. I know everybody say that, but you should be happy even if you are not married when you thought that you will get married. So.
But nowadays, young people don't want to
Yes.
get married. No, it's
I
difficult.
think now.
Yeah.
Why
Boys,
do you think that is, Lucia?
Because they want to live their own lives, not to share, just to
don't have engagement.
Yeah, to achieve their goals first, to work, to do whatever they want.
Okay.
We are used to be alone. Yeah.
So do you think that produces a more selfish attitude to life?
Yeah, I think so.
If you're more-
Because you are sharing, but at the same time you are alone. So it's difficult to understand. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Estefania? Are younger people more selfish?
Yes, I think so. I think nowadays nobody support another person to say you should do this, you should go there. Nobody support that now.
You just want to live your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, not no one, but the most of people that don't want to be in an engagement, or the idea of thinking that you will be with the same person all your life. It's scary.
It's that commitment.
Yes.
For the long term.
And many times young people don't want responsibilities. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Thank you very much, ladies. That is the end of your speaking test for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.